Ooh. All right. Okay. Now, one good thing about having a store is you can eat the ripe bananas. Anyways. What's up? How are you guys? I'm doing good. Welcome to this channel, or welcome back. I'm Ray. Felicia's stocking the shelves. If you don't know, we've owned this grocery store for about 3 years now. I say it every single vlog, every single Monday. We are here making videos all about running and opening a small business. We currently own a grocery store. We are looking to expand it into other realms or make it even bigger. We're gonna see, and if you're interested on seeing where this journey goes for us, or if you are into opening up your own business one day, this is the channel for you. So please subscribe down below and like this channel, as it really helps this channel and this business grow all together in one beautiful flourishing flower that rises amongst the other flowers and the other small businesses of the world today. Let's get into this one, guys. I made some really big purchases that I don't know if they're gonna work. I'm gonna show you them, and yeah, you're gonna get a taste of what it's like to buy some inventory in this video, and how scary it can be to invest in things you would never invest money into. But yeah, let me show you what I did here, and you see if you agree with it or not. So I should let you guys know before we really get into how much we spend on each section of our store, that technically there's something called net terms, and what that means is you don't technically pay for the inventory as soon as it comes in, unless you're a very new business or you're high risk or you haven't built a relationship with your vendor yet. People usually give you something called net 7, net 14, net 30, and what that means is they basically give you a 7-day period, a 14-day period, a 30-day period to pay off the inventory that you ordered, to give it time to sell, so you aren't $4,000, $5,000 in the hole before you can even sell $1 worth of their inventory. This usually happens after you've built a relationship with your vendor. They know you're going to be a long-standing business. It may take a couple orders, and other small vendors may be so willing to get their product into your store, they may give you 30, 60 days sometimes to sell their items. That's just the way we found works best. Give us some time to sell the items, and everybody's happy, right? Even smaller vendors that just want to see how their product does will work on consignment, which means they'll only charge you as the items sell. That would be the nice way to do your whole store. You'll never have to risk any inventory. If anything goes bad, they take it back. Consignment is a beautiful thing. It only works with smaller vendors usually, and maybe some bigger chain stores do it with some bigger vendors like Dempster's or Vashon Cakes. I'm not 100% sure on that, but for our business it seems like we got to take some risk somewhere. So the things I'm mentioning today, nothing is on consignment. We're paying everything on a net 30 term with our vendors, and there's going to be multiple different vendors that you guys will notice. If you start a small business, even in a small store like this, there's probably 30 to 40 people that we deal with to fill and stock our stores. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of friends that all want your money, and they're all your best friend when you order. And when you don't order, they kind of frown and leave, which is good. Oh, what is going on with the lighting? Alright, the lighting's not the best here, guys. I explained this to my regular viewers. We're closed on Mondays, so I have these blackout drapes that go over all the windows. So you might notice that the lighting's kind of dim or really yellow and orange. I do have better lighting when the store is actually open and running, because we actually open up the windows, the doors, invite people in. Let me show you my first purchase that I made for this week coming up. If you're familiar with the brand Skinny Syrups, it's all the rage right now. You got to stay on top of the trends when you're in any small business, and this rack of Skinny Syrups plus the inventory in the back, I'm not bragging by any means. This isn't even my money. This is the business's money. We spent over $1,000 on coffee syrups. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you here. We spent $6 to buy this bottle, and I sell it for $9.99. It's a great margin. It's non-perishable. It's gonna make money because people want to buy it. That's why I spent the money on this. But just thinking of putting $1,000 down on a bunch of syrups is something I never thought I would ever do in my life. But when you're in this business, it just becomes second nature. Like someone comes up to you, do you want to buy, you know, a skid of these because they're all the rage? Yeah, let's do some research on it. Yeah, okay. $1,000 later, and we have a shelf of skinny syrups. So yeah, that's just one of the things that, you know, you have to get over. You can't be afraid to spend money to make money. This is a perfect example. Do you think I would ever do this? I'm a very frugal person. I would never, but you gotta have product. You gotta bring people in the door. These alone have brought in so many people already that buy other things related to this keto, low sugar, or diabetic diet, diabetic friendly diet, that I can't justify not having them. So yeah, just an example, okay? Okay, I'm pretty much only over here on this side of the store because I wanted to catch Felicia on guard and put her off guard and put her on camera.
No.
That's the heavy laborer stocking the shelves.
Always.
Basically, we used a wholesaler today to do some last minute pickups. I don't like doing this because you end up wasting a lot of time going to pick up other things when really you should be getting them all delivered to your store so you can actually, you know, run and grow a business without physically buying each product and, you know, putting it on the shelves yourselves as they come in. But when you're in a pinch, you will have to use wholesalers because yeah, you're gonna run out of products that you didn't expect to run out of, and these guys are there for that reason. The prices sometimes aren't the best, but you know, if you gotta have the product, you gotta have the product. You need to say anything today? She says like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
She's shy today because she's wearing tie-dye.
Okay.
So basically, guys, I'm going to show you the examples on what it takes for this store to really spend a lot of money, to make a lot of money. And it's the old cliche, you know, you guys have heard it all before. You guys are all smart, and when you're in business, you know that you need to spend money to make money. You can't be afraid of spending money if you're expecting to make anything, really. Especially in a business like this, when it's a resale business. By that I mean, you know, we're buying one thing to sell it for a profit, and hopefully, you know, people can pick up more and more things, and we grow our sales and grow our profit at the end of the year. So, you know, the reality is, if you're playing scared in business, you're never really going to make it. As in, you know, you keep coming up with ideas or thinking I can do this, or I'll wait till this happens and then I'll start my business. There really is no perfect time to start. I can tell you that by experience. You know, I've waited a number of years to start this. And yeah, maybe I was a bit older than when I started. Maybe I was a bit more mature. But after humming and hawing for a while, I just said pretty much, what are you really waiting for? You know, you're not really getting any younger. It's not going to be any easier when you have kids or when you're older. So that's when I decided to take the plunge. And you see me in this video spending thousands of dollars on olives, thousands of dollars on syrups, unfortunately thousands of dollars on perishables, which I don't recommend unless you have a really busy location known for, you know, people coming to buy lettuces and apples and things like that. So just keep in mind, you know, the money that you're spending, you want to send it out and it comes back with friends. That's one way of looking at it, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoy this kind of in-depth look on what actually goes out the door at this store, and then we hope that it makes a profit when it comes back in the door. The money, that is. The product goes out the door, the money comes in the door. That's what we'll keep it as. Alright, the next huge investment that I made that I never thought I would make in my life for this store, or any time ever in my life really. This rack here, I know many of you have already seen it, but it had to be actually restocked. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. This shelf had to be restocked, right? And you're looking at it like, what is it exactly, right? Okay, I carry maybe 25 different types of olives at this store. Okay, maybe an exact 15, and they're not exactly cheap. You know, you got olive stuffed with almonds, you got olive stuffed with garlic, you got olive stuffed with, you know, hot pepper, you got dried olives, green olives, tons of different olives, and these all sell and they're not perishable. And I had to drop over $2,000 on restocking this shelf, which is insane to me because $2,000 before this store opened was like money put to good use, you know, that I thought was put to good use by going on vacation or buying a new laptop. But those things are great as well, but you know, technically a laptop can make you money, but a vacation is just, you know, for fun. But I would never in my mind say, okay, do I want a rack of olives or do I want to go to Punta Cana for a week where I can drink every day? I never would think like that before. So this business really teaches you and has taught me how to really make your money work for you, such as this rack. Okay, it wasn't just this rack that was the $2,000 fill up. I'm going to show you something back here too. It was also this rack as well. This is all like artichokes. If anyone's familiar with charcuterie boards, this is literally a charcuterie playground. You got your artichokes, your red peppers, you know, your garlic, your marinated garlic, you got olives as far as the eye can see, you got vegetable medleys. Basically, in this store, we got a lot for a charcuterie board. And it sent me back $2,000 that I never would have thought. Okay, so just take that into consideration on what it takes to actually fill a store of this size when one shelf, maybe two shelves, is about $2,000 to actually fill. And then times that by another 30 just to fill up the rest of the store with just, you know, non-perishables. Then you got everything else in the cooler. It's a nightmare to look at, but hopefully it turns over fast enough to make you money. Okay, it's very dark, but you're getting the point. That's my pasta section over there. Another thing that needed to be restocked, but you gotta get pasta. You gotta have pasta because pasta's clean. You know, it looks good on the shelves. You know, it pops. Everybody loves pasta. Spaghetti and meatballs, pasta and you know, bolognese, penne and bolognese sauce, spaghetti carbonara. There's just so many options that you put your pasta with your sauce, and you know, you keep Parmesan nearby, and you're making 3 sales when people only came in to buy 1 pack of pasta. This thing practically sells itself. But I'm going to give you a quick lesson on something and anything related to business. Everything is a long-term investment. You're not looking to make quick cash on anything. Like, I'm going to tell you, I had to spend about $800 worth on pasta. Yeah, it'll sell eventually, but I wonder how long it will take to actually get that money back, right? And, you know, when I say I spent $800 on pasta, you know, it's part of our inventory. We kind of have to fill our store anyway, so I'm not, you know, just, you know, looking around to spend this money. I buy things that actually sell, right? Well, that sounded really Italian, but yeah, we're talking about pasta, we talk Italian. Oh.
Today's produce order, we spent about $1,000. This is like the tricky area of like our whole store, I would say, because you want to buy things so that, you know, everything is fresh and you want to get proper rotation on it, but you also don't want to overbuy in case you have some items that are moving slower. It is also very tricky because I find that some days, like for example, we'll sell broccoli like crazy and then the next day you won't sell it at all. So you just never know with people. Every day is different, but you definitely want to make sure that you have good items, but you don't want to overbuy on them as well, just in case, you know, they aren't selling or moving as quickly as you'd like. Okay. Wow. We have a showman here today. So yeah, anyways, that is the gist of the video for today. Thank you.
So those were the main 3 orders that we made. Felicia covered produce. What?
There's some bad breath coming from you. Anyways.
Well, what do you want? I just had a dry banana. So Felicia did the produce order. I did the olive order because, you know, she's scared to buy and I spent way too much on olives. We need someone in the middle. So if you want to apply for a job, let us know down below. We need someone to order olives. She buys too little, I buy too much, you know, so yeah, we're here. And then I did the pasta order. That was it. 3 orders today?
Yeah, and we got the skinny syrups in that you
mentioned.
mentioned.
And I did the skinny syrups. So you're looking at about $5,000 spend.
Yeah, and the skinny syrups we've been like gradually like getting more in now, especially now that the weather is nicer. They came out with like a whole line of drink ones for like alcoholic beverages.
They rotate good.
Yes, so they're good.
So you got a good idea. We spent about $5,000 to $6,000 on inventory in one day. Yeah, if you're still here and you're interested, we're kicking it old school. We never talk like this on camera no more.
It is depressing
With?
when like it's like take my money
And I hope it comes
and
back.
I hope it comes back.
With friends.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's business.
Enjoy, have a good life, and build your business from the ground up.
We'll see you next Monday. Maybe I'll be sunburned by then. Bye.
Yeah.